Yo, what is up everyone and welcome back to another YouTube video with your host Kenkukun, and today we got another Destiny 2 Trials training video. Now before I dive into this, anyone that watched the video that I put out a moment ago, I know it's a long one. If you stopped kind of midway through, I would appreciate it. Please just go on back, treat it like a podcast. There's no gameplay to watch. Just put it on while you're, on your way to work or while you're doing something else, some launch, or maybe you're just grinding in PvE and, instead of listening to music, I'd appreciate it if you took your time to listen to that video. It will be at the end of this video. You'll be able to click on a box, or there I will put the link in the description below as well. And if you haven't listened to the video, please let me know your thoughts there. This is not only important for me and to kind of feel how the community, or see how the community feels about it. It's good for Bungie. If Bungie ever watches this and listens to this and then goes and reads comments, on my YouTube channel with good feedback, which I'm sure they do with other channels that are probably bigger and more popular, the louder voices. It would be good to hear from another part of the community that they may not even hear from, right? They may not even, hear these perspectives. So I want to know your thoughts on that topic back then. Once again, I know it's a long one, but please give it a listen and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below over there. And then for here, we're gonna dive right into how to play the map in 30 seconds. Now I'm gonna tell you this, speed is gonna be key. So whether you're, I've had plenty of people come in and say they don't like this game, the way this game mode is playing, and that's fine. Bungie's just testing out new things over the course of 3 weeks with a week break next week, I believe it is. Because Iron Banner is going to be, is Iron Banner soon? Iron Banner is going to be between one of these Trials Lab weekends, right? So anyway, how to play the map in 30 seconds. You kind of have to play quickly. If you're winning, you have to play faster. If you're losing, you get a little bit of more time. Let's see what to do. So I have an older video, I guess I'll go find it as well, where I talk about this map and kind of tips for this map, because round one plays the same. And actually, if you play the map the same way I cover in the old video, you should be fine too. But let's say you're having a tough time with that. What are your options? This is why you're here, and this is why I'm here. Here we go. Let's dive in. I got to do this as quick as possible. I still got another clip I want to get. I got to get something set up for the 24-hour stream tomorrow still. Link in the description below to my Twitch channel. I know I'm plugging all this stuff earlier. Thank you for listening and considering. But yeah, we're gonna have a 24-hour stream start tomorrow. It'll probably be all trials too. I don't see myself not doing trials. So this is not the map. This is not the map. This is not the map. Why did it change maps on me? Anyway. So Bungie implemented this capture the flag elimination hybrid mode, right? So when you spawn in, you have 30 seconds to make a move. What map are we on? Wormhaven. There. I wasn't even sure. We're gonna put 20 minutes on the clock. Try to keep this to about less than that. So you have 30 seconds to make a move. Now in round one, the overtime flag is in the center of the map. All right. If you win that round, the overtime flag now spawns where closer towards the enemy spawn that lost, right? So, or if you lost the round, it would spawn closer to your spawn. The spawn would still flip. However, you would be the one closer. The losing team would be the one where the spawn, or where the capture flag spawns. Now, I may be crazy and I didn't really go back and watch and pay attention, but I think on some of the rounds we won and spawns flipped, my team still got the capture flag, and we still pushed, and it was very odd. That could be a bug. If you've noticed that, let me know in the comment section below. I'll have other things. Before you go down there and type, I'll have other questions, and I want to hear your full thoughts on the video before you start commenting that one thing. But I think I've seen that a couple of times where the spawn flipped from one side to the other. Sometimes when you would tie up rounds, you would, sometimes when you tie up rounds, the overtime flag would go back to the middle. Like, we were down by one round, 2-3. We made it to 3-3. Instead of it going to their spawn because they lost the round, it would go to the center of the map instead. And then sometimes it would skip the center of the map and go all the way to their spawn. So there is a little bit more than what they say the losing team gets the advantageous spawn. They are trying to keep it balanced. So anyway, once again, if you took that time to go ahead and watch the other video where I talked about Wormhaven and what you can do, where we covered the inside of the map and how to play the middle, I'm going to go ahead and leave that out of this video. So you're going to have to, I know, you're going to have to go back and watch another video, but I want to stay concise on what to do in 30 seconds. So round 1, you spawn up, you want to get to the middle. You know, you want to get to the middle, you want to fight about it. Overtime is right here, you want to fight over it. And let's say you win the round. Now overtime is going to spawn on the other side of the map. So you spawn up, you got 30 seconds to move. We're going to take a look at the clock, and we're just going to see how much time I would have spawning up. We're going to take the fastest route, and I'm going to start at 45 seconds to go. All right. Here I go. 5 seconds off the clock. 10 seconds off the clock. This is without stompies, and I hit a lamp. 15 seconds. Boom. About 15 seconds have passed. Now, some people can make it a little bit faster. Some people are going to make it a little bit slower. But half of the time has already elapsed from the moment that overtime would unlock. And overtime is going to be on this capture zone and the other capture zone. So the capture flag spawns on AC and then the top middle where it normally would spawn. So I've already had to burn 15 seconds to just cross the map. That's if the enemy team doesn't try to contest me. They don't come over here and throw an ice grenade. You know, they're not outside in any of the lanes, like slowing my team down. So let's say they're just sitting back, holding back. You know, you're going to move across the map, and you've already burned 15 seconds. Now you have another 15 seconds to start laying down bodies. Most of the teams are not going to be sitting on the capture zone like this, all three of them, and just capping it. They may have one person on it, right? But then they're going to, they're going to be spread out. Someone's going to try and hold this lane. Someone's going to, try and hold that lane. This guy can hold multiple lanes, and we'll cover more about that when we're on the defending zone. So on the attacking, you have three options, right? If you watch the other video, this is going to come with a little bit more ease and a little bit more understanding. You have three angles to come from. When you come from this angle, I'm just going to cover the be careful of lanes. Let's say you made it this far down the map on the offense. When you cut here, someone could be hard scoping all the way back there. So when you cut the corner, you got to be ready. If you're a hunter, slide, turn your camera. You see a guy, shade step, right? For the most part, like shade step somewhere, get moving. Don't stand in the open. If you're sniping, you're probably sliding, looking for the slide snipe or anything like that. You also got Titan shields. You can take a few seconds to stop, lay your Titan shield, right? Kind of to where it angles out into the doorway a little bit, and then just peek. Is someone there? No? All right, start moving, right? Because they may be all the way back there off the radar, right? If you're pushing up in the top mid lane, I've already told you right then and there. You're probably going to be contested right here. So about the same thing, slide. Oh, people are looking. Shade step, get out the way. Also, take a moment to read the radar. Don't feel like I know there's only 30 seconds and it could feel like a very short time, and it is. It takes a little bit longer than 10 seconds to capture the flag, I believe. Maybe 15 seconds or 20. But don't feel like you have to go, 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 go. You do have to go, go, go. But if you rush into death, that doesn't help anyone. I get that for some people. So I would say take a moment, read the radar. The radar may tell you there's a guy waiting right here with an ice wall, and he sees you and then he comes on in and takes you out, right? But yeah, at that time, rift up here too. Use your rifts, right? Peek with your rifts. Again, you guys have to push them, so they could be set up with sniper scope. So if you peek the lane, at head level, you're getting your head taken off. There's definitely an advantage to people defending if they can defend well, right? And then you have the outside lane. Now, the outside lane, you can get shot from as far back as back here. If the enemy wanted to, they could snipe you right here. How? Well, they're going to be on top of whatever this is on the other side or here, and they're going to look right over there and snipe you. I could see up half that ramp right there from... that ramp looks a lot taller from this side, or is that the... Am I crazy? Yeah, no, that's up the ramp. What about from over? And I'll take a look from over there when I get over here. Maybe that's the... Yeah, that is... Wow, you can see more from this side than the other side. Wow. I think. Anyway, so you gotta, when you come outside, I wouldn't even take this lane when you come outside. Even if you were to consider hugging, like coming down here and hugging here. Yeah, you're out of line of sight. Let's see. You can come down here, slide. You may not be seen from the dude up there. It's from that spot, right? So that's the... Yeah. Yeah, they could probably see you as you come out right there, even if you slide. So I would probably take the safer approach and come from this angle. And just, they could see you from there. But, it's a smaller window. right? So I would say coming from out there, but you're going to want to push over there. Keep your wits about you because someone up there may be off the radar and you won't even know it. So if teams are playing very defensively and they're not meeting you in the middle, which is what I did with most of my, with most of my games, I just met in the middle. There was very few times, if any, that we held the capture zone in our spawn. I just continued to push forward and push forward and push forward, even when it was failing, because, well, I was a bonehead sometimes, and other times, there was no direction on the team on whether or not what we should do and where we should do it. So those are your options for pushing. Well, Ken, how do we keep pushing? I mean, you just got to be vigilant. Maybe you need a little long-range weaponry. Scout rifle, pulse rifle would be good on this map. Pulses probably are in all, effective in all ranges. Now, how to defend? I would say the easiest thing to do is have 3 people set up in 3 lanes. If you think they're gonna play the outside, like you can have someone set up here, right? You can have someone capture the zone. Like this, maybe a Titan with the Titan shield to face that way so they can't get shot from there, or maybe face that way if they feel like they're, they want more help covering that area. But you could have a Titan shield in either direction, and then they could, they can help team shot whichever direction they need to go. Maybe you would have the Titan shield face to the left because the enemy could shoot from there, and so you have two angles of a Warlock floating in the sky. Dawnblade could be shooting you from there. So you want to cut off more angles. If you put it to the right, you're only cutting off one potential angle for them to shoot you at. But if you put it to the left, you're cutting off like 3 potential, places you could get shot from. So I would say Titan shield to the left. This guy looks to the right. This guy, this guy is here for one of the rounds. And let's say you defend successfully and nobody comes from the outside, or someone does come from the outside. Now I would say, hey, maybe split your 3 teammates. You put someone over here with a pulse or scout, and they just kind of chill and contest whatever's coming this way, right? This guy is focusing on the middle. And then the Titans, whoever's on the zone, their job is to protect, I mean, I guess you could be here and protect yourself from here. But the guy on the right, his job is to cover the right. Also, if you're defending, if you don't have anyone watching the outside lane and you just want the one person that's here chilling to kind of keep their eyes on the radar and in front of them, you can have, the Titan here capping and another person capping off to the right, right? Or another person defending off to the right. And now, again, you're just shuffling between the enemy and you're trying to keep up with the radar. So this person's radar is going to be very important. They're going to be like, hey, someone's moving from the outside, be careful, so on and so forth. Now, some players said there is speculation that the zone doesn't capture faster with more people on it. I believe if all 3 people are on it, it captures faster. I've seen it go up faster in different scenarios. But let me know in the comment section below if there's a consistency or if there is if there is some facts out there. Someone has, the evidence is there and they've proven it. How else can you defend? I mean, you can ice walls if you're not playing against stasis and you're running stasis. Ice walls are beautiful. You put it in this doorway. Make sure you get it in the doorway so they can't like go out and around, and then just leave it there. You put it in this doorway. They practically, they may be able to jump out of it, but they have to jump out of it, to do anything. You can have an ice wall lock down this area. Ice walls can be very effective for places where you're going to have doorways and you're going to lock down areas, and it's going to work very well. The outside, not so much. Other options, I played against a team that tried to run 2 bubbles. Unfortunately for the bubbles, they lost, and they did end up popping 2 in 1 round at their match point. So they did lose that round, and then they had no bubbles, and I think we won with the rest of our... I think we won the final round, which was our match point. Now it was game point. I think we won that very next round. And there's... Again, you want to watch that other video because once you defend and you defend successfully, you're going to have to either fight over the middle or go to the enemy spawn. And you're gonna want to watch the original video because I cover a lot where we talk about where we're just fighting over the middle because that was the hot zone before this season, was the middle on this map. That's where overtime always spawn. That's where heavy always spawns. So you're going to want to get into the middle and you're going to want to rush. I would say this season, once again, you're going to be looking at mobility. Mobility is going to be important for round 1. You're going to want to take that advantage. And also, as you're pushing, be aware that, the enemy may not sit back. If I was the enemy, and I covered this in another video, it's how to control an area. I believe it was how to defend an area, something like that. It was a video and it was on Rusted Lands. I would, if I was defending for 30 seconds, I would not sit back in my spawn for 30 seconds unless I was guaranteeing a bubble on the zone and the enemy had no super to shut it down. I would try to contest the middle. I would try to get to the middle as quick as possible and either throw a nade there to slow them down, or maybe get a grenade over there to get them out of cover. But I would want to put pressure on the enemy team on this lane and this lane the most to try and stop them to slow them down, and then start to slowly back away. Boom, Titan shield, ice wall, back up, right? Or ice wall as you come out, and then ice wall over there once again. But I wouldn't recommend sitting here for 30 seconds on the flag. Another notable thing I want to bring up, and I didn't get the clip for this. I wish I would have. We were in a 3v3. The round started. I ran down here. I got a pick right about somewhere around here. I got a pick, and it was a 3v2. And me and another player on my team proceeded to continue to push. One guy started capturing the zone, but the zone had not unlocked just yet. There was like 5 seconds on the clock. The zone in the middle. Do not let the capture zone blindside you. It's not always... Remember, you can win the round just by eliminating the enemy team. So in a scenario like this, because the body wasn't easily seen from overtime, right? And it could be from any overtime, but especially from the middle, and you have someone start capturing the zone, the other two people that are pushing, they're in a 2v2. That may not be the best scenario for them to be in. They may want that 3v2 under certain circumstances, right? If the enemy team all has supers, then I would recommend, yeah, maybe have someone start capping the zone, and the other two people need to know that, hey, you're alone. You're not going to get that help over your shoulder because you don't want to get double supered. And you're going to put pressure on the enemy team that the longer they, get pushed back, the more advantage you're going to have at winning because you're capturing the zone. So, but also don't let the zone be like, I got to get the zone, and then you stand here, and now your teammates lose what was a 3v2, a 2v2 because you sat back on the zone, and now they got the revive, and now it's a 3v1, and you didn't capture enough zone. You see where I'm going with this? So don't let it blind you to the beauty of the zone. Just because the zone is unlocked doesn't mean you should necessarily abandon your team, especially without communication, and give up the advantage that you have. But we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Let me know in the comments section below your thoughts on the questions I asked earlier, because I forgot them. And what is your experience on this map? Do you love the game mode? Do you hate the game mode so far? The weekend's not even close to being done. Are you having a tough time? And if there's, and if enough people are saying, yo, I'm still having a tough time in the comments, yo, I need more help. Is there anything else you can kind of cover? I will be paying attention next week. I will be paying attention tomorrow during my 24-hour. Please come on by, and I'm sure there's plenty of things you can see, and we can discuss. And I will try to come out with another video. After the 24-hour, I'm probably going to be pretty tired, so there may not be a part 2 for this weekend. I apologize. That's why I am referring you to part 1, because there was a lot of teams, win or lose, they came and contested in the middle, so that old video is going to be highly relevant, like super relevant, for this map specifically, since it's a symmetrical map. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck getting to the lighthouse. We'll see you there, and enjoy the rest of your day.